She was a trailblazer who had a huge impact on the city of San Antonio. Today, we learned that former Mayor Lila Cockrell passed away at the age of 97. Steve Spreeser joins me tonight to talk a little bit more about the legacy that she leaves behind. Steve, it is a big one.
It is, and it makes you kind of wish you were here when she was mayor. I mean, she had a couple different stints as mayor, but she was definitely a leader in a lot of different directions. It's an important milestone that she was the first woman mayor in San Antonio. Huge milestone, but it does not end there.
No, that does not define her legacy in San Antonio.
Right. She was a big advocate for parks. She was a big advocate for the San Antonio River. There are a lot of people who even say, you know, what we see with the museum reach and what we see with the mission reach was part of Lila Cockrell's vision. That's what she wanted way back when she was mayor. She saw the potential in San Antonio and really did stay engaged in so many different ways. You and I both host events around town, and I remember one of the events where she was honored along with her good friends Rosemary Kowalski and Edith McAllister. And all three of those women I got to interview, and they were great friends. They took care of each other. Mayor Cockrell at that time had just started using a walker, and Rosemary was joking about how they bought it for her as a present so she would start using it. But what I always remember about Lila Cockrell is the gleam in her eyes. And she never seemed like she was down or she was having a bad day. She was also always very passionate about the city of San Antonio and its future.
She always continued to support San Antonio. In those events, I saw her at one just a couple of months ago. She was always there to support really great causes.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think she instilled in a lot of people well after she was out of office. We talked to some people today who worked with her, who knew her, who were inspired by her. Here's what former Mayor Henry Cisneros and current Mayor Ron Nirenberg had to say about Cockrell's legacy.
I mean, she made men respect women. She made women proud that there was a woman in the job.
Lila Cockrell was a consummate statesman, a role model for young women and young men. I was fortunate, and we'll call it one of the privileges of my lifetime, that I was able to call her a friend. You can't turn a corner in the city and not be impacted in some way by Lila Cockrell's legacy.
I think both mayors would say that their careers in some way, at least a small way, were influenced by her.
Yeah, absolutely. And I liked what Mayor Nirenberg said, that if the city had its Mount Rushmore, Lila Cockrell would be on there. Also, a little tidbit. Did you know Lila Cockrell was Greg Simmons' teacher?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's according to Greg Simmons. He says Lila Cockrell was his teacher in either junior high or high school. He can't remember which one. But yes, Lila Cockrell was a teacher to our own Greg Simmons.
I am not surprised that Greg has a story to share.
Lila Cockrell's legacy, though, is one that will not be forgotten.
We actually sat down with her back in 2014 to talk to her after Mayor Ivy Taylor was elected, talking to her about another woman holding that office. So here's what she had to say from that interview in 2014.
I wanted to try to do the best job possible, and then not leave a door closed that other women would not be able to have access.
On our website right now, we have tributes all about Lila Cockrell. They have been pouring in all day long. We have put them all there on our website at ksat.com. You can check those out right now. Steve, thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing some of your stories and Greg's stories about Lila Cockrell.
She is somebody, like I've said before, her legacy will not be forgotten.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.